Picture your entire city gone in 4 days. Not damaged. Gone. That's what happened to London in 1666. A fire burned the city to the ground and left over 100,000 people homeless. But here's the strange part. The official death toll was 6. 6 people, in a fire that destroyed 13,000 homes. That number has been repeated for over 300 years. But the real answer is far stranger. It starts just after 1 in the morning on a Sunday. A baker named Thomas Farriner is asleep above his shop on Pudding Lane. A spark from his oven catches something nearby, and his house is soon burning. Farriner escapes with his family. His servant does not make it out. She becomes the fire's first known victim. At first, nobody panics. House fires happen all the time here. The mayor gets called out of bed, takes one look, and goes back to sleep. That decision turns out to be one of the worst in London's history. The city is basically a pile of firewood shaped like a town. Houses are built from wood, coated in flammable pitch. Each floor jutted out a little further than the one below it, so far that houses on opposite sides of the street almost touched at the top. It hasn't rained in weeks, and a strong wind is blowing straight through the city. By morning, this isn't a house fire anymore. It's spreading across whole streets, and there's no real fire department to send in, just neighbors with buckets. The only way to actually stop it is to tear down buildings in its path before the flames arrive. But the mayor won't allow it, because he can't find the owners to ask. It burns for 4 days, destroying churches, the Royal Exchange, and finally St. Paul's Cathedral. When the smoke clears, officials count 13,000 houses gone, 87 churches gone, and yet the official death count is 6. Historian Roy Porter puts the number closer to 8. Historian Adrian Tinniswood says probably still single digits, but admits some deaths must have gone unrecorded. Then there's Neil Hansen, who argues the real number could be in the hundreds, maybe even the thousands. So how do you get numbers that far apart from the same event? It comes down to who actually got counted. No official death count was published until 3 weeks after the fire. In that chaos, most of London's poor weren't recorded anywhere, alive or dead. And this wasn't an ordinary house fire. It was hot enough to melt lead and glass. Hansen argues that heat could fully destroy a body, leaving nothing behind to record. Then there's what came after. Thousands were left homeless, heading into a freezing winter, camping in the ruins of their old homes. Some almost certainly died from cold or hunger in the months that followed. So the number 6 was never really a lie. It's just what got written down. Next time you see a clean statistic attached to a disaster, ask who was actually being counted and who wasn't. A fire destroyed London. Officially, 6 people died. Unofficially, nobody will ever really know.